The Talvrex Empire had ruled through fear for 8,000 years. Their latest demonstration of power was broadcast across every civilized world in the galaxy. 50,000 human women from the farming colony of New Haven executed simultaneously in their planetary arena. The message was clear: resist the Empire's expansion and entire populations would be erased. The Galactic Assembly watched in horror, then did what they always did. Nothing. Strongly worded condemnations were issued. Economic sanctions were proposed and quietly shelved. The Empire was too powerful, too vast, too inevitable to oppose. Then humanity requested an emergency session. Ambassador James Preston walked into the assembly chamber alone. No security detail, no advisors, just one human in a simple black suit carrying a single datapad. The assembled representatives from 400 species watched with mixture of pity and discomfort. Everyone knew what he would say. Everyone knew nothing would change. Preston stood at the speaker's podium and looked slowly around the chamber. When he spoke, his voice was quiet, almost conversational. 50,000 women, daughters, mothers, sisters, teachers, engineers, farmers, artists. They were murdered 3 days ago, and this assembly has done nothing but talk. The Talvrex ambassador, a towering figure in ornate armor, rose from his seat. The Empire takes no pleasure in such actions, but examples must be made. Your species refused to acknowledge our territorial claims. Sit down, Preston said softly. The chamber fell silent. No one spoke to Talvrex representatives that way. The ambassador's face darkened with rage. You dare? I said sit down. Preston's voice remained calm, but something in his eyes made the Talvrex ambassador hesitate. I'm going to explain something to you, to all of you, about humanity and justice. He activated his datapad, projecting images above the chamber. Faces of the murdered women, smiling in photos taken before the massacre. Humanity has a concept we call proportional response. It means punishment should fit the crime. Most species in this assembly understand this. But we also have another concept. He paused. Disproportionate escalation. The assembly stirred uneasily. When Japan attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941, they killed approximately 2,400 Americans. For years later, we had killed over 3 million Japanese, including 2 entire cities vaporized in nuclear fire. When terrorists killed 3,000 Americans on September 11, 2001, we invaded 2 countries and fought for 20 years. Preston's voice grew harder. We don't start wars. But when someone murders our people, especially civilians, especially women and children, we don't stop until either justice is served or we're all dead. History shows we're rarely the ones who die. The Talvrex ambassador laughed. You threaten the Empire? Your entire military is a fraction of ours. You have 40 worlds. We have 4,000. I'm not threatening you, Preston replied. I'm informing you. Humanity has formally declared the Talvrex Empire guilty of crimes against humanity. We demand immediate surrender of everyone involved in the New Haven massacre for trial. We demand reparations. We demand the Empire's complete withdrawal from human space. And if we refuse, Preston smiled. It was the coldest thing anyone in that chamber had ever seen. Then we demonstrate another human concept, mutually assured destruction. You have 4,000 worlds. We have enough antimatter weapons to glass every single one. We've been manufacturing them since we entered the galactic community, and we've kept them secret. Until now. He displayed the proof, satellite imagery of massive human weapons facilities, test footage of planet-killing devices, deployment schedules. We will launch simultaneously at all 4,000 Talvrex worlds. Your species will be extinct within 72 hours. Yes, you'll destroy humanity too. That's what mutually assured means. But those 50,000 women will have justice, even if we have to genocide 2 entire species to deliver it. The chamber erupted in chaos. The Talvrex ambassador's face had gone pale. Preston continued over the noise. This isn't a bluff. This isn't a negotiation. You have 48 hours to comply with our demands. If you refuse, we launch. The choice is yours, justice or extinction. He turned to leave, then paused. Oh, and to the rest of this assembly, humanity will remember who supported us and who enabled genocide through inaction. Choose wisely. 36 hours later, the Talvrex Empire surrendered unconditionally. Every individual involved in the massacre was handed over for trial. Reparations were paid. Imperial forces withdrew from human space. The galaxy learned that day what humanity had always known. Justice delayed is justice denied, and some species would burn the universe down rather than let atrocities go unpunished. Sometimes the smallest voice carries the biggest threat, especially when it's backed by species willing to end everything for principle.